Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of the 2nd season of Mob Psycho 100. Now, last episode, Reagan got to be on TV, but things didn't go so well, and he got to experience what it's like to be on the wrong end of an internet hate mob. And Mob, we got to find out about how he met Reagan and how that relationship began, how the influence that Mob had on Reagan. Because, we've already kind of known what kind of influence Reagan had on Mob, but we definitely got to see a bit of a different perspective on that, which was cool. But anyway, the two of them made up. They're now, well, it's all good. Everything's been mended. It's great. So let's just see what we're in for today. 3, 2, 1, play. Fly, my pretty, my kite. They're in a grassy field. I don't think falling's that big of a concern. He'll survive. He gets a lot worse than later in life. Trust me. It does look painful. How'd you hurt yourself that much on a grass? I guess it's possible there's rocks and grass, but... well, that works. Make sure the wrong thing doesn't go in the mouth. That sounded worse than I intended. Okay, yeah. Bob uses his powers when his emotions are acting up. I guess is a takeaway from that. I guess there's saying frustration there, but it keeps sounding like something else to me. Such a trippy opening. Come on, get that face back on there. But yeah, interesting how it started with a flashback. Hmm. Yes, your life is your own. It's not Reagan's, it's not your brother's, It's yours. Even then, continue forward. Checking up on you, I see. Oh wow, it's not bad. The art's bad, but wow. Back up, please. So why do they join? I guess that's enough. Okay, that I believe. A meme religion. I can see how those could be entertaining, yeah. Exactly, it's pretty great. Running. Why running? Crap, our only way out. He's closed it off. You look nervous, that body language. If I didn't know better, this was building up to a love confession. Middle school math. Which is probably more difficult than I could do. It does sound like it, but no, no. Yeah, don't get the kid's hopes up. He grew up a little bit. The chair is crooked. Well, he's growing up. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure deep down he was hoping for something. She is cute. Uh... You mean a cult? Oh, that got him. That changed things a bit. We're looking for our god, aren't we all? Zoom and enhance, I guess. Well, that probably was Mob, so... I mean, it's not a bad idea if you're looking for entertainment. Yeah, I knew Mr. Body Improvement Club would say that. I know Mob well enough to know he wouldn't be up for that. Okay. You might get scouted? Oh. uh, Still doing that. That might be a bit of a hurdle for the current you without using power, superpower, psychic power. Damn. Well, that's really bad. That's, yeah, no. You've improved a lot, Mom, but I don't think you're quite top 10 yet. I don't know what tips really help that much. Yeah, it's not gonna make that much of a difference. Yeah, those really wouldn't make a difference. Ah, here we go. That's a spirit, I guess. Why this camera angle? I don't like this camera angle. Okay, we switched. I mean, are you the same size? Because if you're not, that'd make things worse. Wow, don't blush. Look at a guy. It's kind of gay. Spirits in such consultation office. Looks a little bit weird, Mob. Yeah, it's just fidgeting. The waste of animation budget. You can try, but... well, that's a reaction. Just looks so silly, Mob. Make sure your body is ready. In other words, no skipping leg day. Yeah, I'm about to say, how good a shape is Reagan in? Not great, no. Probably better than me, but not a high bar. A Claud is really not that much. You didn't hear it from me, though. It's a secret. I mean, she hasn't really had much screen time in the show at all, has she? Yeah, but she's cute, so that's forgivable. I'm pretty sure Shir knows about his powers, so I don't know what else you would need to really court a girl than having superpowers. I think that would, you know, do it, usually. He's doing his best. He got a little something. Well, I guess it'd be this side. Stop yelling at me, Dimple. Dun, 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 dun. We're going full training montage. I'm kind of surprised to see Teru here. Yeah, because we have a website now and a girl. 2 girls. Wow, it's Tsubomi. Because I think that's Tsubomi. I haven't seen her for a while, so. Good question. Very coincidence. Yeah, that would, I guess, be bad. She really is noticeably cuter than every other girl in this show. But that's not really what this place is about. But it's interesting. More fidgeting. Yeah, he does. But I don't think he wants you to say that. Miki is her name. Wow. Oh no, she gotta see a picture of Mob. Yeah, his Mob. But I guess this is the thing we do here. Does Mob work here? Oh. Okay. Who are you talking about? Calm down. It was weird that she asked that after seeing a picture of Mob over there. Because I don't think you're talking about Mob there, so. Yeah, that's. The whole thing seems kind of fishy to me. Like, really fishy, yeah, okay. I'm glad. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, what's your opinion on Reagan? So she did see the Mob picture. Well, that's a good, good sign, you know, when he doesn't lie to you. Or make things up, rather. The day of the marathon. Okay, Mob, this is the big day. Let's see what you got. Okay. That's a good it's a good camera. A good god, man. I did like the fake grass as a camouflage. That was a nice touch. Jeez, I wonder if these people are pretending to be sick. It's a weird feeling I have. Inukawa Dog River. That sounds amazing. Yeah, don't be that way. Yeah, even Mob. What's your excuse? Oh. Yeah, for somebody in your club, it makes sense to participate. You know, to want to participate, rather. I still love that name, Salt Middle School. Just, I keep thinking about, salty people on the internet. Always comes to mind, so I always get a kick out of the name. I can just imagine it's an entire school of buttered people. Yeah, we're off, all right. Some people are already sweating, which is kind of sad. Oof. Come on, Mob. It's not a good start. Ow! Ow. Okay, now it just clicked in my head when I saw the flashback at the beginning. Because he was running in that, now he's running in this, so it makes sense, and of course, a similar injury. Yeah. I don't think it matters if... Yeah, I don't think it... He doesn't want you to take it over. I was having difficulty getting that sentence out, but I think you know what I meant. It defeats the purpose if somebody else does it for him. Yeah, that's... Okay. I thought maybe she might suggest he quit, but no, just go for it. I think that would be appreciated. Ooh, it's pretty scenery. You can see how seriously these people take it. I mean, they're supposed to be running, right? Not just staying around. I hate looking at the injury. I mean, I one time had a similar cut on my knee from a physical education class back in middle school, so I can relate. The sweat is real. It's not better than 291 or whatever. That's a tall order. Look, that would definitely be cheated. Yeah, look at that face. That face of a man has being chased by a monster. Man, you gotta admire that determination. Well, I guess it's over. Yeah, I thought you'd be asleep for a week. Did you finish or just collapse somewhere? Oh, wow. That's good. Stop cleaning yourself in the background of my videos, Boots. Okay, so that's what he was looking for. Okay. I may have misunderstood. Bit of a difference there between children. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't die or anything. That's great. Is it You're not. You're not, brother. Okay, that's... I don't remember season 1 that well. Well, no kidding, that's to be expected. This is pretty not the best timing for this. Okay, what is this about? Probably a fight. Yeah, that's home, probably. Oh, God. Uh... That's messed up. I know there was a guy from season 1 that used fire. Was that the same guy as this guy? I do kind of remember him. I don't think anyone died from that, but... I really hope none of the parents died. It's just so messed up. I hope so. Too bad our home's running down, that kinda sucks. Yeah, hopefully nobody's actually here. They just... Yeah, somebody, alright. Well, them being captured is better than them burning down in the house. You really don't want to open a door in a burning down house. What? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, man. That took a turn. That was the 8th episode of the 2nd season of Mob Psycho 100. Well, this episode, it was about Mob pretty much striving for self-improvement, you know, that's kind of what the whole show's about, but he really, really went for it this episode. trying to do well on the run in the marathon, and then asking Tsubomi out if he gets a top ten position, which, it's obviously a hard hurdle to jump over, but he was doing his best, and everybody was admiring that, encouraging him as best they could, offering him shoes or tips from a professional, all sorts of stuff like that. So, the episode was really making you root for Mob, wanting him to do his best. And Tsubomi, we haven't really seen much of her in the show. Like, neither for the first season or the second season, really. She hasn't had a lot of screen time. I mean, before this episode, the only bit of her that I remember was when she was glancing over at Mob during the whole thing with the other girlfriend that he had. I remember something like that with the whole paper tearing scene. But, speaking of Tsubomi, she did have some screen time this episode. She went with her friend Miki, what her name was, to Reagan for romance advice, which I didn't really know he did that. I mean, but maybe, I guess he does. I know we haven't really had much of that before, but I guess it's something he does. I mean, he gives people massages and stuff, so, why not? Why wouldn't he do that too? But, yeah, he helped out with that. And that led to a scene that confused me a little bit when you had Tsubomi looking over at the pictures and then, like, completely just came out of nowhere. It's like, oh, by the way, I suddenly have advice that I need as well. Which was just very jarring when she suddenly said that. I was very confused. Like, I didn't really believe the story at all. I was just really confused. Like, I don't... Because the two big things with that was, it kind of came out of nowhere. Like, it was like, oh, I suddenly thought of this sort of thing. And two, she had, like, no real emotional attachment in her voice as she was explaining the story. Like, just there was none of that, really, so I didn't really believe it for a second. But I wasn't sure what the deal with that was, especially because she said it like right after viewing Mob's picture. That's what really confused me. That's what really threw me off. Otherwise, I probably would have figured it out more or less. But yeah, the Mob thing is what confused me. But I guess I just wasn't meant to be much relevant for that particular scene, really. But she apparently knows Mob is involved with it in some capacity, which the one guy didn't want her to know. I think it would... Was it Ritsu in that scene? Actually, I don't remember. I know Taro was in it, but I don't think Tara was the one that was talking about that. But, yeah, what else with the episode? We eventually moved on to the marathon, and Mob did his best, again, really making you root for him, seeing the struggle, the sweat, just doing his best, even though you can tell he's pushing himself past his limits. But he at some point collapsed. We didn't actually get to see that part, but he obviously did not get in the top 10. I don't think he did. But Ritsu did, which is cool. For him, at least. And, yeah, there's also the whole subplot of Misato wanting to get Mob to do something interesting during the marathon, but he wasn't up for that at all. Which disappointed her, of course, but that's how it goes. After all that, you had the mother that was so happy and proud of how well her kids did, wanting to make some good food for it and celebrate, and, it was pretty happy. The atmosphere, Mom was going to come on home, and they were going to have a nice dinner together and celebrate and talk about the marathon. It was going to be great, that's where my expectations were at, But once it started to get closer and closer to them actually opening the door, I was starting to think, okay, that's not Mob, is it? I didn't quite think it would be quite to the level of what it was, though. It was somebody from the Claw organization. And, which I guess he's the fire guy, It makes sense with the fire, but until you actually saw the fire bit, I didn't quite remember who he was, but if he's him, then yeah, I do remember him from the Claw invasion arc from season 1. But, yeah, Ritsu obviously knew who he was immediately, and knew that he was in trouble, and everyone knew that there was trouble brewing there. I don't know why he suddenly came over, he just wants revenge or something, or... I don't know, we'll probably get more into that next episode. But, yeah, Mob saw some smoke, and where there's smoke, there's fire, and he knew where that spot was, and comes home to his just burning down house, which really... Yeah, that sucks. That definitely sucks. I figured when I saw that he probably just kidnapped Ritsu and the parents and then burned the house down afterwards or something like that. That's kind of where I was at. I didn't actually think we would see, anyone in there, but Bob went through the door and he saw at least one person there. I mean, it all happened so fast, so I don't know if it was one or multiple bodies there, but there was I at least remember seeing one arm sticking up there, just thoroughly burnt, just... Yeah, that's gotta be just horrifying to walk into your house, so... Yeah, I don't know exactly who was caught up in the fire and who wasn't, but that's not something you want to walk into either way. And if that is his parents, because I'm pretty sure they didn't kill off Ritsu. At the very least, I'm sure Ritsu managed to escape or be kidnapped, or one of the two. But the parents, I'm not so sure. They could die in a fire, and it, you know, when they don't have like plot armor that someone like Ritsu might have. So yeah, they definitely could just be both parents there. And so kind of would seem like what they were implying. Obviously, it's hard to tell from our perspective, but Mob probably knows one or the other, and he was, yeah, his reaction. I think that's safe to say that's what it was. So I just, I don't know what to say. That was just, once I realized what was up there, I just some pretty messed up stuff. It's really kind of at a loss of words of really what to say about it, but yeah, just it's really upsetting because Mob was, you know, doing his best, working hard for his goals, and then just comes home to this. Just, it's horrible. Mob went past 100% into question mark territory, and yeah, I think Mob's gonna hurt someone next episode. I have a feeling. But yeah, that's all I really got to say on the episode. It was definitely an episode, though, that's for sure. So just hopefully things are better next episode, you know? I guess that's all I can really hope for. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.